Hello students, today we are going to see this topic which is known as formatting a presentation. So formatting presentation. So before getting into the topic, we'll see the previous class content. Okay. So handout view is the previous content that we have seen. So how to create a presentation with the handouts. Okay. So here some of the small boxes are not viewed clearly, but if you want to keep number of slides in this one page, then you can keep it as it is. Okay, so uh, print file print is the option, or you can use control P to print the number of slides in a single page. Okay, so these are all the things that we have seen in the previous class. So today we are going to see this formatting a presentation. So in this topic we are going to see this insert, delete, and rearranging slides. So in the first part, tool tip notes. Okay, so this tip note, it is best advice to create to save your presentation frequently. So if you are not able to save the presentation frequently, then you may have a chance of losing your data. So to avoid this, you can also use this auto recovery function, which is available in the tools options, load and save functions. Okay, load and save option in the general settings, so that you can enable it auto recovery, so that it will automatically save every instant of time. So creating a first slide is the next topic. So the first slide is normally a title slide. Decide the layout as per its purpose of presentation. You can use the pre-packaged layout available in the layout section of the taskpan. Suitable layouts are the title slide, which also contains a section for subtitles, or title only. So these are all the two slides layout option. So title slide, or title only, or title or content, or title or two content, and so on. So there are so many different types of predefined page slide layouts. So in that you can select whatever you need and then you can just use it. So another tool tip option. So uh, so when you doesn't know the option or menu name, then you can just keep your mouse pointer over the option, so that it will it will show you a small yellow color rectangle box with the menu of it. And even you can see a detailed one if you select some options. Okay, so here you can see that there are some options to extend the tooltip checkbox. So there is an option which is known as help in the general settings. When you provide the tick checkbox, then it will show you this tooltip. Okay, so after you after creating a new slide, you have to create a layout of it. You have to find the layout which is best suitable for you. So select the layout in the layout section of the taskpan by clicking on it. It appears in the workspace. So this is the layout options. The figure 8.25, you can see that this in the right hand side, layout is the options that is available. So it provides all the 12 layouts that are pre-packaged in your software. When you click on that, it will automatically appear here in this workspace. So after that, you can just add whatever workspace you need uh, just by clicking on the required places. So after that, you can just adjust adjust to the formatting of the title. Can be Formatting of the title can be done by pressing the F11 key or just right click on the title presentation style entry and selecting modify from the pop-up menu. So when you right click on the slide, you can see a menu which is known as title presentation style entry, and then you have to select modify from the pop-up menu so that you can just change whatever formatting you need, or you can use the shortcut key F11 key. Okay, so if you're using the title slide layout, click on the click to add text in the bottom of it. In the figure also you can see. So in the figure at the bottom section, click to add title is a text that is displayed in the layout. So when you click on that, it will enable you to add some text. So next is inserting additional slides. So the steps of inserting additional slides are basically the same as for selecting the title page. It is a process that has to be repeated for each slide. Unless you are using more than one slide master, your only concern is the layout section of the task prompt. So the figure will display this slide pan so that you can just insert it in so many ways. We'll see one by one. So first insert all the slides that you are needed as per your outline. Only after this you should begin adding special effects such as custom animation and slide transition. So if your presentation consists of 10 to 10 slides, then you have to first create all the 10 slides, and then only you have to add your special effects or custom animation or slide transition. So the step one in creating or inserting additional slides. So you have to click new slide, insert new slide. So insert new slide, this should be done by various ways. So there are so many ways in doing this or inserting this new page. The one thing is insert. So this insert option is available here. So you have to click on that, and then you have to select slide, and then new slide will be available. So a new pop-up window will be available so that you can enter a new slide. So if you click an empty space after the last slide, also the create a right click on new slide. So here you can see that. So in the empty space in the slides pan, right click on it, and you can see a new slide which is available here in the figure 8.29. With this way you can create a new slide. Step 2, select the layout that best fits for your needs. Modify. Step 3, modify the elements of the slide, like moving unnecessary elements or adding needed elements in the slide. So this is how you do this inserting of slides into your presentation. Next is deleting a slide. You can delete a slide at any time using this following procedure. Select the slide you want to delete. So first of all, you have to select the slide you want to delete, and after that right click on it, and in the menu bar you can see a edit option. So there is an edit option here in the file, edit, view, insert. So in the second option is edit. So you have to click on this edit, and then you can see an option which is known as delete slide next to the field. So this delete slide will remove the selected slides, or else just right click on the slide, right click on and choose delete slide from the pop-up menu, just like this. So here second slide is selected, So just right click on the second side, you can see the second option which is known as delete slide. When you click on that, this will delete the slide. The same procedure can be followed by using the slide sorter view also to delete a single slide or multiple slides. So when you are using slide sorter view, you can also do the same things there also. Next is rearranging the slide. So if you want to rearrange a slide, by mistake uh, you have done some mistake in sorting the array, sorting the slides. So if you want to move the second slide to the third position or third slide to the second position, you can just do it by this way. So click on the slideshow and the slideshow on the main menu. Sorry. So if you want to rearrange the slides, you need to follow the procedure below. So drag the slide to your desired position and hold the mouse by using the left click and release the mouse once the drag the in the desired position. So in the figure 8.32 you can see that. So this third slide is been selected just by clicking the left click in the mouse and holding it, okay, and move the third slide to the position in between first and second slide, so that you can see that the picture is denoted in rearranging the slide. So after that, release the mouse once you have dragged to the required position. So this will release the entire content in between 1 and 2 slides. So next is running a slideshow. So after finishing all your work in a presentation, you have to save it, and after that you can slideshow it, okay. So each slide will be having some transition effects to move from one slide to another. So all these things can be viewed in a perfect way when you're seeing these slides in the slide sorter or the slideshow. So click on the slideshow on the main menu bar. So figure 8.33. So this is 8.33 slideshow, and then inside that you can see a submenu which is known as slideshow, and next to it you can see a shortcut key F5. So either you can select slideshow or you can press F5 to view the slideshow. So click on the slideshow button on the presentation toolbar, or uh, or press F5 or F9. So if the slide transition is automatic, so when you set your slideshow as automatic, then after the number of seconds it will move on to the next slide by itself, or else you have to move from one slide to another slide by using the mouse click or by using the arrow keys in the keyboard. So at this point, using the arrow keys on the keyboard, you can go to the next side, or to go back to the previous one. So anything can be done by using this mouse button or keys in the keyboard. So after um, finishing all the slides, you can just move on to the next slide. So even if you want to pause the slideshow, you can use the space bar to move to the make a pause to the slideshow. So this is a running slideshow by using slideshow button from the toolbar. So there is a separate button which is known as slideshow here in this corner. So this slideshow button will start the slideshow of the presentation. When you advance to the last slide, the message will tell you that click to exit presentation. So when you make a click, the presentation will be over and it will move on to the workspace part. So or else you can use escape key to skip the presentation. Okay, so let's slideshow presentation. Next is saving a presentation. So this is an important part here. So after finishing all your work, you have to save it. So you can do it by clicking on file and then save. So in the top menu bar you can find the option which is known as file, and then you have to select the file sub option which is known as save, or else you can use the shortcut key Control S. So Control S is the shortcut key that is displayed here. So when you do this, this save dialog box appears. Okay, so in that you have to provide the file name and path where you want to store. Everything can be detailedly described in this save dialog box, and by default you can see that file type is ODF file. So if you want to change it as PPT file, then you have to change it as PPT file. If you want to change it as PDF file, then it will be available in the PDF file also. So you have to click on the save as type and choose the appropriate file type to save the document. Okay, so you can see that the default file extension for Impress is ODP file. If you want to change the name, you can change the name just by clicking on the file name dialog box. So you can save the presentation as PPT presentation also. So figure 8.37. So 8.37. So these are all the file types that can be saved. Okay, so ODF is ODF or ODP file is the default option. So in the fifth option you can see that Microsoft PowerPoint, and even you can see that PDF files will be available, and you can just click on that to save the presentation as per your requirements. So and after that you have to click on the save button here. Okay, so when you select the file type and then click save, then the file will be saved in the location where you have selected it. So with this we'll finish the class today. We'll see this master slide in the next class. Thank you, students.